Welcome to the Heart of Fauquier podcast. I am your host, Austin, and today we are at Crust here in Remington, Virginia, down at the southern part of the county. So we're talking with Jim and Michelle and Dawn. Congrats on your 1-year anniversary here at Crust. So was that last month?
Yeah, December 12th.
Yeah, December 12th. Yeah. So time flies when you're having fun. Yeah. But super exciting to have a pizza place here in Remington. Just to kind of get us started with things, how did the business even get started? What made you decide to start Crust here in Remington?
So, me being a previous restaurant owner, I've always loved, cooking, being in the kitchen, being creative with food. And Michelle, who was a GM with Ruby Tuesdays for many years, and then moved over to Foster's in Warrenton. We first talked about doing, believe it or not, a tequila bar.
Oh, okay.
That was our first thing we talked about. And then, we kind of molded around here and there. It came up occasionally. And then Dawn and I were riding around out in, where was it,
Orange. We went out for, craft beer pizza.
Yeah.
So we were out riding around on a Sunday, had some pizza, and we got home and we're like, this is a great idea to do. And Jim had the idea here in Remington.
Well, that is correct. But we were at Iron Ale Works.
Pipe Iron Ale
Works in Orange.
Okay.
And we were sitting there, and it was during the COVID time, right? So we were sitting there, eating our pizza, but when we left, there was a line.
Oh, wow.
And people sitting down outside. I was like, wait a minute. This might be, this sounds like, this might work.
Yeah.
Right? So we said, maybe we get in the pizza business. And then we were driving around again one day, and then we rode by here, and I noticed that it was, empty. I saw the hood. I was like, this might be a perfect spot. So then we reached out to Ronnie and Michelle and was like, look, forget tequila, right?
Yeah.
Let's do pizza. Because pizza is a comfort food. People eat it a few times a week. And if there's another, God forbid, pandemic, we can do curbside, we can do delivery.
Yep.
So I thought this was the perfect business model and the perfect location for the vision of what we're trying to do.
Absolutely.
So that's how that all came about, how it all evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Jim driving by that Sunday and sending me a picture, I was like, where are you? Like, I don't understand where you are. And he was like, Remington. I'm like, what? That was on a Sunday. On Wednesday, we were in here with contractors.
Oh my goodness.
You
moved fast.
Like signing leases, it happened.
It happened really fast.
Yeah, it did.
In fact, I think we agreed to go in business together eating pizza.
We were out somewhere.
There you go. Yeah. And it's cool because it's like a group of you. I know that, the two of you kind of head things up, and then you're here all the time as well. So
so I do all the entertainment.
Yeah.
I book the music here, and then I serve as needed. So when someone calls in or we're short-staffed, I'll typically come in and serve or bartend.
Yeah.
But the vision was, we didn't want to be, just like every other pizza place.
Right.
Right? We're doing some really cool things with pizza. Like Fontina cheese. We're doing smoked Gouda. We're doing sun-dried tomatoes with garlic base. It's a little more unique than just, we're trying to, buffalo cheese.
Yeah.
Buffalo milk cheese. So we want to be a little different than, that was our vision.
And also, too, all the pizzas are named after the towns.
Yeah, I noticed when you did that. That was really neat.
Jim did that. Jim does a really good job.
Jim did that.
He does really great at the menus, the recipes, things like that. Like, that's his passion. And I think he does a fantastic job with
Yeah. And I think it hits the nail on the head of what you guys are trying to do here with, such a local business, just small town, to make everything about the area. It's pretty neat.
It's 100% about the community.
But a lot of people were like, oh, it's a small town, you're going to do all this different kinds of pizzas, and in Remington, they love it.
Yeah.
They come here, they enjoy the atmosphere, they enjoy us, our families come here, so it's like, we wanted to make it about the community. and it's continuing down that path. Pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And Remington seems like a perfect spot in my mind because, I mean, you got some great restaurants in Bealton, down in Culpeper, but here you got the Corner Deli, which is great, but that's really your only option. So,
right.
And they have more limited hours now, so you guys fill a need that's here.
Yes.
And it's not even competing with people, it's helping the community even more, you know? So.
100%. Yeah, so, and we're continuing to, we just want to keep things interesting, you know. We have a lot of specials. We, throw I'll be sitting there and I was like, oh, what's a cool pizza that we can come up with that's, so like, oh, this is a great idea. Let's do this and let's do that. And she came up with a really good pizza called the Fakir, which is an all meat. It's a meat lovers.
Yeah.
So I said, well, we need to have a veggie lovers. So now I came with a veggie. So just keeping things interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, you talked about the entertainment side of stuff. A lot of things just in your first year that you guys have branched out to do. What are some of the activities you've focused on?
Well, Michelle did a paint and sip here.
Sip nights are fun.
Yeah.
Actually doing.
Yep, she did paint and sip a few. Was it like Mondays? You had those. We have karaoke every Thursday night by Linda B. She's very well known in the area.
Yes.
People like her. She has a following. We are going to start doing it depending on the availability, like every other Friday as well.
Okay.
And then on Saturdays we bring in local bands. We try to look for local entertainment, obviously, because people know them in the area, and they bring in a lot of their their following.
And then Michelle's really good at doing she's really Michelle's been around for a long time. So have I, but she's being a GM at Foster's, being a GM at Ruby Tuesday. She's really has a good network. So when we do spirit nights for the schools and things that she has experience doing in the past, we're finding success there as well. Sometimes it becomes overwhelming with especially when you do the school up the street. I mean, it's
crazy.
It's crazy. They're here.
It's all about giving back.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a needed. This place is needed.
Yeah.
Because again, there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah. So you're feeling a need.
And one of the things we love is that we have so many families that come in here with their kids, and their kids are singing karaoke, and their kids are dancing to the music. So it's clean fun, good food, clean fun.
I always say this anytime we talk to somebody about it, because I worked in Warrington for so many years. I have people that were little kids, and now they come here with their kids.
Yeah.
I want it to be the same. I want the little kids that come here now to come see us when they're grown.
Right.
And I hope that we have that longevity.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I bring my 2 girls here and my family whenever we're in town and everything because we just live up the road. So this is the place to come and have supper and everything with guests. So
it's a great little vibe. It's, we drive each other nuts with some stuff, and it's all good. But it's really about the atmosphere, the vibe, and I think it's not pretentious. People think we make certain pizzas or they're going to be too foo-foo or whatever the case may be, but it's not. It's just a great place to come.
Yeah.
Our dough is fantastic. I think that's the best part about our pizza. That and the sauce.
Yeah.
And we're always thinking of new ideas, new menu ideas, specials. So just keep it nice and
he thinks a lot about the kids, we're wanting to do some activities for the kids, and he's really good with that. So, and I like that part of it. So, there's more things to come, and we're going to open the other side.
Yeah, I was going to ask. So what's this next thing next door?
So the next door is going to be it's going to have a different spin, It's going to be, after 9 o'clock, there will be no kids over there. Because it's more of a bourbon speakeasy feel.
Okay.
Speakeasy that you don't
very
have to
loungy.
Before,
Right, very loungy.
Okay.
You want to go over there and have a little business meeting, or you want to go on a nice date where you can have some craft cocktails, sit on the couch and talk to your friend,
Is it going to be part of Craft and Crust, or is it a sister business?
It's the same.
Just part of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just an expansion on it.
Yeah, we'll rent it out for private events.
Great.
Things like that.
Yeah. So
we'll have a date night, bring a group of friends, bridal shower, bachelor party, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah. But it's going to be more crafted cocktails, smoked old fashions, chocolate martinis with, chocolate shavings, just real cool stuff
Yeah.
that nobody's really doing. So,
Yeah, definitely in this area. So
Right.
You have to drive for it, so
Yeah.
why not just come here?
yeah, absolutely. Cool.
so
And when did you say that you're hoping to get that going?
I'm thinking springtime, hopefully.
Springtime? Okay.
Hopefully by spring.
Hopefully by spring. We know how things go.
Yeah.
When it comes to, you shoot for projects, they're always
We were
kind of
shooting for
pushed
the first
out.
of the year, but
Right.
That didn't happen. Yeah, that's okay.
Other things take precedence, so,
Right. And that makes me think of a question, kind of getting really real about it, because a lot of our listeners are business owners or want to be business owners. What have been some of the biggest difficulties you've had to overcome with starting this business, with the area, with the restaurant, with doing it as a group? Have there been things you've really had to overcome?
That's actually a good question.
I mean, there have been, not everybody, as far as like personally speaking, not everybody's going to have the same opinion on things.
Right.
But the bottom line is we all have the same vision for what we want.
Right.
And we end up working it out. It's all good. It's all love. As far as like, delaying things, prices went up. Things happen. We did not, we don't borrow to do this. We just do it when we can. That's why it's probably taking a little bit longer.
That's amazing, though. So what makes you go down that route with not wanting to borrow? Because it's easy to fall into that.
Let me answer that, because my first restaurant, I'm taking a different approach on this restaurant.
Okay.
Because I've learned from the past what not to do, right? So we want to operate in the black, obviously, right?
Sure.
If it takes a little longer to do something, we'd rather just do it instead of having to owe anyone.
It's easier to pay ourselves.
Right.
Than,
Yeah.
Right. So that's that approach. But when back to your question of difficulties, I think just again like Michelle said, when we were opening, the cost of materials,
Oh, geez.
like for the electrical piece was like astronomical.
Yeah.
Like wow.
It was literally, I want to say, we had one quote and it went up $13,000.
Easy, like
Wow.
within a couple weeks, like
That was the increase.
yeah.
That was an increase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But just little things like, that you deal with. I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't crazy hard, but just little things. I was actually the general contractor as well. So I just dealt with little things like plumbing, but nothing like where it's like huge hurdles that we had to jump through. Just normal
Yeah.
getting things open.
Yeah, the town was pretty good about giving
Yeah.
us our permits.
Yeah. County was good.
The town was great. We
yeah.
were
One
Good.
of the things
Surprised.
too, we got really lucky with like our employees that we hired when we opened, because we had someone that was making pizzas for like 20 years.
Yes, we had a
And
guy.
that,
Yeah.
we just got really lucky because he was really well known.
Yeah, that's great.
So that she's 100% about that, because before we opened, Don and I would be in our kitchen trying to stretch dough,
Oh my.
and it was horrific. I was like, "There's no way, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to do this."
We opened on friends and family on a
I
Saturday.
think our pizzas looked more like
It was
footballs,
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh,
bad.
rectangles.
We think back now, and it was like we opened to our friends and family on a Saturday,
Yeah.
public on a Sunday. We had no business opening, none.
Yes,
Zero.
yes.
Yeah.
It was a fiasco.
But gosh darn it, you did
we
it.
did it. We
Yeah.
got through it. And
And
here we
people
are.
came.
But we had a guy come in. His name's Joe. He came in, and he was like honestly a gift from God.
He
Oh,
walked
yeah.
in
Yes,
the
he
night
was.
we
The
were
night-
literally walking out the door.
Right. He taught everybody how to stretch dough.
Okay.
Right. And I picked up on it. The other employees picked up on it, and then now it's like I stretch dough. We stretch dough like it's nothing. But
Yeah.
that was our biggest concern that I had. Like, how are we going to be able to produce good pizza? Because at the end of the day, we're a pizza restaurant.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
Oh, and subs too. We sell a lot of steak and cheese.
So steak and cheese was
Yeah.
crazy.
But at the end of the day, we're a pizza place.
Yeah, so you got to nail it down.
We got to nail it down.
Yeah.
If we don't nail it down, it's not going to work.
Right.
So we did. We nailed it. And we're nailing it.
And we did it, and we were crazy busy when we opened the
It took a couple months to find a rhythm, and
Yeah.
But when you got new people together, like all our cooks started the same day. They literally trained one day. We opened the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, there was not weeks of training, but they all pulled it together, and we still have a lot of the same staff, so which is really nice.
Yeah, so.
Awesome. Were you all good friends before this business started, or was it kind of in the works before, but you didn't have a solid idea?
Jim and I have been friends since, 97.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's known my husband and I, we've all been kind of friendly through the years, and we bumped into them one night together a few years back. And then we just started kind of, couples.
Just had this idea, and you're like,
couples friends.
Yeah.
It was really just out drinking and having a good time, and next thing you know, here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are a couple years later.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's been good. It's been good, But it's it's challenging. I mean,
it's a crazy ride.
It's not always easy, but
no,
you just gotta keep plugging forward.
Yeah, and it's nice you can lean on each other's strengths.
Yeah,
100%. It's not all on you. It's not all on
right.
you or you. It's working together.
Yeah.
So.
Like she's better at things than I am, and I'm better at some things than she is.
Right.
And we put those things together. We find that common ground. Like, okay, well, you do this, I'll do that. Let's just make sure you're doing that and I'm doing this, and it works.
He likes the kitchen. I like the front.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to handle all this.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do really with the kitchen.
Absolutely. It's very cool. So what's your vision now? You're 1 year in. Where do you see yourselves going this next year? Obviously, next door is a big part of that. What else is kind of your vision for the future?
Do you want to talk about the concerts here?
Yeah. So we're gonna do. You want to talk about it?
Okay.
So we're gonna do. So I always think when it comes to Warrenton and Culpeper, right? I always say this to even my customers. Remington's like the redhead stepchild, right?
Kind of stuck in between.
Stuck in between, like nothing goes on here,
Yeah.
right? So we want to change that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and we talked about this, all of us. Let's do a summer concert series, right? So we're planning on starting in May doing a summer concert series. We bring bands, we close the street down. We have vendors, we have cotton candy for the kids. We have a popcorn vendor. We have some arts and craft. A food truck. So it's really not about craft and crust. I mean, it's about the community.
Yeah, bringing them together.
Bring them together.
Yeah.
Having a first Saturday.
Right.
Okay. We have first Friday. So
right.
Have a first Saturday. Just have a block party on the street and have a good time.
Yeah. Because there's nothing like that here.
No,
right.
There's not.
Right. So
nothing regular.
Someplace they can bring their kids. It's local. They can walk over here. Most of the people in town can walk here. So it's nice.
Right. So I think that's in the works as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very
and also,
cool.
too, our business is growing. We are attracting people from Northern Virginia. I think today someone from Arlington said the best pizza around, worth the drive. So we're pulling people from Fredericksburg, Stafford,
We've had a few
Virginia,
people,
Fairfax.
I've had a few people from DC.
Yeah.
We're on a foodie network, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
And we
I'm
don't
not sure which one, but we're on it. Because I get people all the time that
They're
stop
just popping in.
They're just popping in. I'm like, where are you from? Have you been here before? And they're like, yeah, we saw you on a food network. We wanted to check you out.
And what's truly amazing is we are growing organically. Like a lot of it's word of mouth. We do, of course, Facebook. My daughter, she manages the Instagram account for us. But people just come in with, I heard this, I heard that.
It's very nice.
It's very organic. So I can't imagine we go, and put some ads out there and start doing flyers,
Yeah.
But I think right now we're growing without doing that.
Yeah.
And we're all people. So when we're all out, we talk about our business.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And 100%. And and people come in, and I've had people where we've met like in a grocery store.
And you're like, hey, you got to check this out.
Yeah,
And,
come see us. We have Wood Fired Pizza Shop in Remington, and they come in.
Yeah. Are you still running into people who haven't heard of you yet in the area? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's great. That's it's funny you mention that because there's people who come in here, and of course, we try to train our servers to ask the questions. How'd you hear about us? Where'd you come from? All the qualifying questions so that they can bring to us so we know where our customers are coming from. There's a lot of folks that come in here like, oh, it's my first time here. Where do you live? I live right over there.
Exactly.
Around the corner.
It's the first time.
I always ask them, why haven't you been in here?
Right.
They're like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know,
Yeah.
or I just haven't had time,
Well, a lot of people want to let the smoke clear to see,
Are they going to stick around?
Right. Yeah.
Are they worthwhile? Yeah.
Yeah, they were coming in. Yeah. So,
Yeah. I see.
I had my previous employer, he told me once, because the store I was at was remodeled, and, after 6 months, the novelty of it wears off.
Yeah.
But it never did.
Okay.
So I think of it like this, like it hasn't worn off yet.
Yeah.
People still like us, and we're just getting busier and busier. And it's so humbling that people, like, I sit back and I'm like, they like us. Like, it's crazy to me,
Yeah.
And I feel so blessed that they come in here every day, and we have so many repeat customers.
But a lot of our customers say, "Oh, you have a gold mine." And I talk to Don about this a lot. They're like, "Oh, you have a gold mine. You have a gold mine." Yeah, we may have a gold mine, but we're creating the gold mine, right?
Yeah.
So you could have a place here that isn't a gold. This place is a gold mine, but
Yeah.
you have to make it a gold mine, right?
Yeah.
So we have to produce the quality food. We have to create maintain the consistency of the product. Keep our customers happy. So we're making it a gold mine because of what we're doing. But it is a gold mine. But
Yeah.
you have to maintain it and keep it a gold mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like most businesses, I don't know if you've ever been to a restaurant where you and your family loved, but you notice you're just kind of dropping off. It's not as good as it used to be, and I noticed that last time we went, it was cold. And see, those are my concerns that keeps me up at night.
Right.
I don't want people to come in and say, "Oh, they're slipping."
We want it to be the same.
Keep fresh.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take long for somebody to come in and, bad news travels faster than good news.
Right.
And we're very aware of that. So we're just keeping it.
Yeah.
Consistency. We push it.
Yeah. And it's easy to get in that rut.
Yes.
It really is.
It is.
Along
It
with
is.
excellent service.
Sure.
And you
It's a
make
good
mistakes.
product.
It happens.
Right.
You have to move on from it. But we try not to. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
We try to redeem ourselves if something happens. Are we going to make mistakes? 100%.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's not consistent, and we just keep doing what we're doing, and
Right.
put
Yeah.
out a good, solid menu. So.
Yeah. And what you were saying about, you make it a gold mine, it makes me think of Acres of Diamonds, the little book. I don't know if you've read that. Have you heard of that? So it's this whole thing that he was in an area that they said there's no way you can do business here. Like it's a dead zone.
Right.
And he went in there and he didn't know that.
Right.
And he had a crazy awesome outcome in business and stuff. And I mean, someone could look at Remington or Southern
Yeah.
Fauquier and be like, there's really not much going on there. Don't put a business there. But instead, you guys have come in and said, well, this is a perfect spot because we're going to make it a perfect
Yeah.
spot, and there's
Right.
opportunity.
Oh, many of my friends have told me,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Why are you opening this little town? I'm like, dude, this is...
When he said
Yeah.
it to me, I was like, what? I thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you come down here and you think about it, you're like, well, there's nothing else here. I mean,
Yeah.
of course the deli's here, but their hours have changed, and, we do different things. So we're
Right.
not in competition. And I think it would be great if there was something else here.
Right.
Yes.
Not everybody wants to eat the same thing all the time.
Right.
And that's great. It'd be nice to have, a few more options.
Yeah.
Right.
And we also track the 29 traffic, which we're having signs.
Yeah, we're
installed.
putting some signs. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
we'll have the blue V dot.
Yep.
Crafted Crust 0.3 miles on the right or
Yep.
going both directions.
You're getting
There's a
one
lot
of those in.
traffic to like BVA.
First week in February.
Oh, very cool.
okay, probably.
It's coming
Yeah.
up.
Yep, it's coming up.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of commuters, so on their way back home, they're like, hey, it's Friday, we're going to stop here instead of going home or whatever.
100%.
So we're going to pass Manassas and go to Remington instead.
Yeah.
You'll see us now coming
Yeah.
from
We
that
get quite a
direction.
few people from Charlottesville.
Do you?
Actually,
Oh, yeah,
that,
yeah.
that stop here
Wow.
to get a pizza
Oh,
on
yeah.
their way home, or vice versa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a few people last week, probably 3 or 4, that were coming from Richmond.
Yeah.
They were like, we just kind of found our way here.
Yeah. Very cool. That's awesome. So, kind of as a close, what are your favorite meal? What's your favorite meal here? Your favorite pizza or your favorite sandwich, whatever it might be? Do you have like a combo that is your go-to?
I love, my 2 favorites are the Opal and the Orlean.
Okay, the open Orlean. Yep.
Those
The
are my
opal's the
2
white
favorites.
pizza, right?
Yes.
Okay, I like that
Fantastic.
one a lot.
I like anything with the ricotta on it.
Yeah.
And I love our opal on the cauliflower crust. We do have the cauliflower crust.
Oh, okay.
And our Greek salad.
Okay.
So
about you, Jim?
honestly, my go-to is a pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni. Okay, that's classic.
That's all.
Just go to the classic.
I love it.
I like it.
Okay.
And I love it. It's good. Man.
Yeah.
It's good. We have a really good chicken Philly too,
Yeah.
along with the steak and
Yeah,
cheese. The
Okay.
chicken Philly is fantastic.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations to all of
Thank
you and
you.
everybody on here on the team here. I think you're doing awesome for the community, especially since I live here. I see it a little bit more.
That's awesome.
So congrats on that. And also on Nextdoor, make sure you're following them so you see when that does open up and all the events you have going on this year.
A lot going on.
So best of luck to you guys, and make sure you guys follow them on social media. You're on Instagram, Facebook. And everything. So
we're trying to get. We're gonna have to get the Twitter going.
Okay.
So we're still,
get the TikTok. Everything.
No, I do some TikToks already.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
Yeah,
So-
he's our TikToker.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for
Thank you
being
so much.
guests on the
Thank you.
show.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for today's episode of The Heart of Fauquier. If you loved joining us today, give this podcast a great review and subscribe to keep up with new episodes. If you have an office in Fauquier that needs a cleaning service, reach out to Bedrosian Cleaning Services and see how they can serve you. Until next time, thanks for listening.